there may be another version of you reading this right now, and science can't rule it out. This is not science fiction. It is a real possibility, a multiverse of other worlds. And, believe it or not, it's an idea that some of the world's top physicists take very, very seriously. So, let's get into why. Okay, so what is the multiverse anyway? Well, you can think of it like this giant collection of, well, universes, everything that exists. Our own universe is just one tiny piece of it. But hold on, if these other worlds are totally separate from us, with their own space, their own time, then the big question is, where would they even come from? Well, physics actually has two main theories for this. One is cosmic, I mean, huge. And the other? It comes from the super tiny world of quantum mechanics. Okay, so the first one is this idea called cosmic inflation. The theory goes that right after the Big Bang, our universe expanded like crazy, just boom. And get this, that expansion might be eternal. It just keeps going. In some spots, the expansion stops, and that's where you get a bubble universe like ours, kind of like air pockets and rising bread dough. Meanwhile, the space between all these bubbles just keeps on stretching forever. All right, the second idea flips things completely. It goes from the massive scale of the cosmos down to the smallest things we know. It's called the many worlds interpretation, and it suggests that every single time a quantum event has more than one possible outcome, the universe splits. Yeah, literally splits. Every possibility happens, but each one gets its own brand new separate universe. So let's just break that down. One theory says other universes are created way out there, light years away. And the other says they're popping into existence right here, right now, splitting off from our own reality every single second. Okay, that is a lot to take in. It sounds amazing, right? But science runs on proof. So after all that mind-bending theory, is there any? You know, scientists have been on the hunt for a while now. They're looking for clues in the oldest light there is, that faint, cosmic echo from the Big Bang. See, the idea is, if our universe ever bumped into another one, it might have left a kind of cosmic bruise on that ancient light. And back in 2010, data from one satellite gave us this tantalizing little hint. But when we looked again with a much better satellite, nothing. At least nothing statistically significant. So for now, the search has come up empty. So what's the verdict? Right now, we have zero hard evidence. And that's what leads us straight into this massive debate that's happening at the very edge of physics. It really boils down to this. Is the multiverse a real scientific theory we can test? Or have we just wandered into the realm of philosophy? The people who are for it say, hey, the multiverse explains why our universe seems so perfectly fine-tuned for life. I mean, with an infinite number of universes, one of them was bound to get the settings just right for us to exist. But the skeptics, they push back, and they push back hard. They say if you can't test a theory, if you can't prove it false, then it's just not science. It's more like a belief. This whole argument really pushes the boundaries of what we even call science. The cosmologist George Ellis put it really well. He said, parallel universes may or may not exist. The case is unproved. We are going to have to live with that uncertainty. He basically says, look, it's fine to speculate based on science, but we have to call it what it is. So, yeah, the case is still unproven. For now, that other you, that other version of you, is still just a possibility. A really fascinating but untestable shadow of our own world. Which leaves us with one final thought. What would it change for you if we ever found proof?